Hello, everybody. I know. I have recorded a video saying I'm back and then I'm gone. So let me just give you a little bit of an update what has been happening. Because loads has happened actually. And I do feel like I need to get back. I need to get my priorities straight and I need to be back. Because there's life to share, there's experiences to share, there's life that I lived and there's lessons that I've learned. So guys, I feel strongly that I have to do it, but I know I have to discipline myself. I have to be in the right place to do it. So forget about being perfect. That's not what I'm going to be aiming for. I have used to thought that, I've recorded this video so many times, but it was never good enough. And then I thought, Priscilla, forget it. Yesterday I've heard a word and it was so strong. I was like, no, it's not about being perfect. It's about actually doing what you know you have to do. So here I am, very raw. Wasn't really planning on doing it, but I have to do what I have to do. So here I am. And the last 10 weeks has been really, really hard. I have been sick for 8 weeks, which is something I have never experienced. I hardly ever get sick. The last time I was sick, I had COVID. That was September in 2021. And before that, I hardly ever get a cold. I hardly ever get blocked nose. Winter is not an issue for me. I've adapted into the British weather really, really well, and I feel like it works for me. For me to get sick, and this sick, the sickness that I had, it was actually crazy to be sick for such a long period of time. So I first got a cough, and it was a deep chesty cough. The thing is that I haven't really done anything about it because I was well within myself. So I thought, you know what, as long as I'm fine, right? But then this chest has turned into a chest infection. Then I got a flu. And having a flu, blocked nose, fever, while taking care of 4 children, I really don't know how I've done it. I really don't know. I feel like only by God's grace I survived. It was also good that it was half term, which meant that I didn't need to really leave the house with the kids because the kids had time off school for a week. The weather was amazing, but unfortunately I couldn't take my children to many places because I had a flu. Then the flu has turned into pleurisy, which is an infection on the lining of your lungs. And believe me, guys, that was so sore. I was in so much pain every time I would cough, every time I sneezed, every certain movements in bed I couldn't make because it was so painful. Like my whole chest was so sore. I have gone through 4 different types of antibiotics, blood tests, x-rays, you name it. There was loads of it for 8 weeks. And as I got onto my 3rd antibiotic, things started to improve. And guys, the feeling I felt waking up without spending 45 minutes, because that's how long it would take me, to clear my nose, cough it all out, get all the mucus out, I know, nasty stuff, I could actually start my day. So now not having that and not waking up and spending 45 minutes to do just that felt amazing. Felt like night and day difference. It was huge. But I do have to say, there was a lot of stages that I needed to go through while going through the sickness as well, which was pretty tough because my body and the way I felt started to affect my mental health, started to affect how I was with the children. So it was tough. That mental battle that I needed to go through, that was really, really hard. But one thing I've learned, and when I started to see the difference, was when I started to be grateful. And I said, God, I'm grateful for what I have. And even in the midst of that difficulty, I could still pull out at least 5 things that I was grateful for. Then once I started being grateful, I started to worship. I started to say, God, it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter how I feel right now. You are still God. I still have loads of reasons to worship. And in the middle of my sickness, in the middle of everything that's going through, I will still worship. And guys, that was the breakthrough I needed. I started to worship. I started to rebuke the things that I believe has been spoken over me and over my body. And this is where the healing journey started to happen. And it was amazing to see. And I'm so grateful for this experience. As hard as it was, as difficult as it was, it also showed me how much I can do on my own with 4 children while I'm sick. And it has just given me this extra strength, knowing that, you know what, it doesn't matter what comes on me, with me, being a single mom with 4 kids, I can do it, and I can do more than I think I can do. So it was actually very, very encouraging experience altogether, as hard as it was. So I'm now back into motion. I am not back at the gym yet, and I might need to leave it for some time, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that God is faithful, even in the midst of sickness, in the middle of difficulty. He's still showing us, He's still showing up for us. So I just want to encourage you, whatever you're going through, it might be a sickness, it might be financial struggle, it might be difficult relationship, it might be, difficult relationship with your children, with your spouse, with your boyfriend, in school, college, whatever it is, give it to God. Give it to God and just let Him do it. Let Him sort it out, and just let go of holding on to it. I hope this encourages you, and I hope that these short little videos that I'm hoping to be recording will be an encouragement for you. Whatever it is, whatever you're going through your day, I hope it will lift you up. I pray it will be a blessing to you in your life and in whatever you are going through. I'm also very excited to share with you my experience from last night and the event I've attended. So I'm hoping to record another video, and I hope you watch me there speak about the last night event. And I know I have to record it now once this is still fresh in my mind. So go and watch the other one. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.